Hi everyone, it's Abhinav from PhoneBunch and today we are going to play some games on the Galaxy On7. So the On7 runs on the Snapdragon 410 Adreno 306 GPU with 1.5 gigs of RAM and initial temperatures are hovering around the 30-31 degree mark. So let's start with the gaming review. The first game we are playing is Leo's Fortune. Overall, the gameplay seems to be quite decent here. Haven't noticed any major frame drop till now. The colors do look quite alright. Now this display doesn't have the best color reproduction. It seems a bit pale as well. Now we are moving on to Riptide GP2. And I do notice a little bit of stutter right off the bat. Now this is Subway Surfers. And again I am noticing a bit of frame drop here, which is quite unexpected. It might just be a glitch, haven't noticed that again. This is Dead Trigger 2 and we are playing this game in medium settings. Higher settings were not available. Now we have been playing games continuously for the last 7 minutes. We'll check temperatures after playing this one. So smooth gameplay here in Dead Trigger 2 till now. Let's check the temperatures and you can see that the temperatures have risen to around the 37 degree mark. So this phone really isn't heating up. Now we are going to push it further with Asphalt 8 and yes, we are playing this game in high settings. Now just to add, app data is not movable to the external SD card. So the larger games like Asphalt 8, FIFA 15, Modern Combat 5, they were installed one by one. Because after installing and updating all the apps, there was just about 3 odd gigs available and you can't really install more than one game at any given time. Now coming back to gameplay, Asphalt 8 is actually playing quite well. Haven't noticed any major lag. There is a bit of frame drop here and there, but it's still quite playable. And coming to temperatures, you can see that they haven't risen that much. So yes, this phone doesn't really get hot, it just gets slightly warm. Now if we come to Nova 3, you can see that the gameplay is actually super choppy. It's absolutely unplayable. Now it's very inconsistent as well. Sometimes the frame rates do get quite better as you see here. Now whether that's an optimization issue with the game or with the device, I really can't say. But Moto G3 with the same chipset as well as the Galaxy J5 perform far better. Now we are playing FIFA 15 and gameplay here is quite smooth. The display does look quite bright. I just wish the color reproduction was more accurate. It does bother me a little bit. But then again, I'm comparing it to other devices. In general, you won't notice it as much. And one more thing, the speakerphone here is actually louder than both the J5 and the J7. It's not as loud as the Moto G3, but still gets the job done. After playing games for more than 15 odd minutes, you can see temperatures are still within control. Now this is the last game of our review. It's Modern Combat 5. We are going to play this game for quite some time and check if this phone heats up, which I don't think so it would. Now Modern Combat 5 is actually playing quite well, unlike Nova 3. Very smooth frame rates here, no lag whatsoever. Now I did notice a little bit of an issue with multi-touch in one or two of the games. There was slight lag, especially when you needed to move the cursor, but that isn't there in Modern Combat 5. So it might just be one or two times. Overall, very smooth gameplay in Modern Combat 5. And just to reiterate, app data is not movable to the external SD card. You can only move apps. So the larger OBB files would need to be in the internal storage. Now if we talk about benchmarks, we got more than 21,000 on Antutu, similar to the Galaxy J5, lower than the Moto G3. In Nina Mark II, we also got decent scores, it is comparable. And in Quadrant, we got a score of about 14,000, which is quite a bit lower than both the J5 and the Moto G3. Even though benchmark scores are comparable, this phone doesn't perform as well as the Galaxy J5 or the Moto G3. Well folks, that brings us to the end of this video. Do tell us what you thought about it. Thanks for watching, and as always, have a great day.